always stay ready. Hey, yeah, I'm ready. Hey, we ready.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Dragon Soul video. Now today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be taking a look at both the Powerpole and the Brave Sword. I'm going to compare the damage of both the weapons. I'm also going to talk a little bit more about each weapon, and we're just going to kind of come to a conclusion on which one we think is best. Now obviously, before we get started, if you guys can hit that subscribe button, that'd be amazing. We're on our way to 10k subs. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive right into the video. Alright, so start off with the Powerpole. We're going to have to take a look at the stats here, because the Powerpole actually gives stats. As you see right here, it actually gives you a lot of stats here. Now obviously, the higher level you are, the higher power level you are, the more this gives. So for example, for me, this gives me almost, I want to say almost 100,000 power level. Let me see, let me unequip it real quick. Okay, so we have 134. Okay, we're at 134. Let me re-equip it. 136. Like, we basically get like over 100,000 power level when we use the Powerpole. Now obviously, for some people it might not be that high. Some people might be like a 10k power level difference, might be a 20k or a 30k. But obviously, as you get stronger and as you level up more, this power level difference is going to get better and better, obviously. But yeah, I just want to talk about the stats, because I know some people, you know, don't really think about the extra stats that the Powerpole gives. And I think, honestly, I'm just going to say early on, I kind of think this gives the Powerpole a little bit more of an edge when it comes to like which one's better. But we're still going to look at the Brave Sword. We're still going to test out the Brave Sword. But yeah, I mean, just look at these stats. Like you can't go wrong with this, right? Like some extra little stats in every category, you can't go wrong with that. But let's go ahead and test out the damage. So I'm going to lock onto this dummy. Now I'm not going to transform anything. I'm going to kind of be at a base power level where I'm at right now. So let's go ahead and lock onto the dummy, and then let's just do a couple M1s and then a couple M2s and see how much damage they do. So with our M1s, we're doing about anywhere between, on the low end it seems like 9,600, and then on the high end it seems about 20,000. Let me see, let me keep going, see if it changes. Yeah, no, it doesn't change. Okay, so on the low end 9,600, on the high end 20,000. That's not bad. That is not bad with the Powerpole. Let's go ahead and try out the M2s. Okay, let's see, 16, 16, 24, 24, 29, 24. Okay, so 29 might be the highest that we can do. 29,000. Okay, so 29,000 with the Powerpole with the M2. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Let's just keep going, just see if it changes. It doesn't look like it changes. Okay, so 29,000 on the high end, and on the low end it's, I think, about 16,000. Yeah, 16,000 on the low end for the Powerpole. So that's with the right click, the M2. Let's go ahead and try out the skill and see how much damage the skill does. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and use the skill now. Let's see how much damage the skill does. Okay, that's 119,000. Okay, hold on. The skill might do more damage than that. We might do more damage. Let's wait for the cooldown. All right, let's go ahead and try the skill again, see if it does more damage. Okay, 119,000 again. So I think 119,000 might just be like the baseline damage for the skill. I don't think it's going to do more damage than that, but it possibly will. But we're gonna wait one more time, try it out again, see if it changes. If it's the same exact number, we're just going to go with 119,000. All right, one last time with the skill. Yep, 119,000. Okay, so the Powerpole skill does 119,000 damage, at least for me. That is really good. I'm not gonna lie, that's some really good damage right there. But let's go ahead and try out the Trunks Brave Sword, because I know a lot of you guys want to see that as well. But before we move on to that, in terms of damage and overall, just like, I guess if I were to scale on a 1 to 10 ratio, I would say the Powerpole is probably about a, I'll say it's about a 9. I'll say it's about a 9. Okay, the Powerpole is actually really good. I really do like the Powerpole, but I would say it's about a 9. But let's go ahead and take a look at the Brave Sword. Alright, so we got the Brave Sword equipped. Now let's go ahead and see what the damage is looking like. Let's go ahead and do some M1s. Let's see, okay, 13, 20, 12, 12, 22, 13, 12, 18, 22, 20, 12, 12, 22. Okay, it doesn't look like it dips below 12,000, which honestly means the Brave Sword might deal a little bit more damage. Because with the Powerpole, although the Powerpole had a higher range of damage, because the Powerpole, I believe, went up to like 24,000 with its M1s, but it also went as low as 9,000. But with the Brave Sword, oh no, the Powerpole went as high as 20,000 and went as low as 9,000. But with the Brave Sword, we're going as high as like 22. I believe. I think is 22 the highest. Yeah. 22 when we hit it just right is like the highest damage. And then the lowest damage is about 12,000. So the Brave Sword actually does, I think, slightly more damage. I need to go back and take a look and see how much the Powerpole did again. Hold on. Let's just see real fast. Let's just see. Let me refresh my memory. Let's just see real fast. Okay. 9,000 on the low end. Come on, let's hit that crit. Come on, Powerpole. Okay, 20,000. Let me try again. Let's just keep going. Okay, 20,000 seems to be the max for the Powerpole. So the Brave Sword actually deals more damage. That is surprising to me. Even though with the Powerpole has extra like stats in it, the Brave Sword actually deals more damage. That is insane. Okay, the Brave Sword actually deals with more damage than the Powerpole in terms of the base M1s. Let's go ahead and try out the M2s. Oh yeah, that is way higher than the Powerpole. That is way higher. That is such a surprise. The Brave Sword actually deals way more damage. Okay, I was expecting the Powerpole to deal more damage because the Powerpole is obviously like really hard to get, and the Brave Sword is so easy to get. You just have to pay some Robux to get it. But wow, I'm shocked right now. I'm impressed. Like the Powerpole does not deal as much damage as the Brave Sword. That is crazy. Okay, and then obviously we got to see how much damage the special attack does. Okay, that did 52,000, but as we all know, this Brave Sword does have like multiple hits, so it might deal a lot more damage than that. I'm just going to assume that it deals more damage with this attack because it has multiple hits with the initial blow. Like I think the Brave Sword hits like 3 or 4 times, so it could be a lot higher than the Powerpole. But man, that's just crazy. I did not think the Brave Sword did more damage like with the base M1s and M2s than the Powerpole. Like, and obviously you attack a lot faster too. Like with the Brave Sword compared to the Powerpole, let's just see real quick. Okay, that was our M1 right there. Okay, let's do it one more time. Yeah, okay, that's our M1, and then let's try out the Powerpole. Let's see. Oh, we gotta wait. We gotta wait to equip the Powerpole. Okay. All right, then with the Powerpole equipped, yeah, it seems like we attack a lot faster with the Brave Sword than we do with the Powerpole. Yeah, I can actually feel the difference. The Powerpole is a lot slower when it comes to attacking. So, honestly, guys, I think the Brave Sword wins this. Like, I'm kind of surprised and shocked because the Powerpole does give you some extra stats, which is really nice. So, but the Brave Sword deals more damage. So I guess it really comes down to which do you prefer? Do you prefer to have extra stats, or do you prefer to deal more damage? And I guess, like, honestly, in my personal opinion, I'm probably still going to go with the Powerpole just because these extra stats right here do help. Like, I mean, extra stats in general help overall, and you know, just having these, especially with me being a key main right now, these like extra stats with key really do help out a lot. So I'm definitely probably going to keep the Powerpole equipped just for this. But the Brave Sword actually deals like really good damage. It deals more damage than the Powerpole. That is honestly really surprising. But yeah, I mean, I guess we found out today which one is better, the Brave Sword or the Powerpole. When it comes to damage, the Brave Sword. When it comes to stats, obviously the Powerpole, because the Powerpole offers stats. But yeah, hopefully you guys found this video, you know, helpful and enjoyable. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. It's been your boy Takeoi. Peace out.